What's going on, guys? I just left the Diddy trial, and just left the Diddy trial, and what's interesting is started heating up towards the end of the day. Another assistant took the stand, and he pretty much, what's his name? Oops, where's my pen? Where is it? His name is George Kaplan. So George Kaplan took the stand, and he pretty much was a go get it man for Diddy. Let me show you something. As you see over there, that's where the scene is. They're waiting for Diddy kids to come out, but I know where the Sprinter van is parked, so the Sprinter van didn't move yet. But that's where. Let me just put this back. That is where the scene is right now. But I'm trying to turn over this way to get out the way. Uh, I'm trying to pretty much. I'm trying to get out the way right now and turn off this street off the madness. And I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get out, and I got out. Once I make that right, I'm out of the madness. I'm trying to get out of here to beat that rush hour traffic. So I'm not waiting around trying to get no B-roll footage. I'm just trying to get out of here and give you the information that I got in court. So George Kaplan took the stand. He was an executive assistant for Diddy. He said some stuff, man. Uh, yeah, he was working for Comb. He started off working for Comb Enterprises, and he became a go-get-it man for Diddy. Pretty much, he handled all his toiletries. He set up the hotel, went and got some drugs for him. You know what executive assistant for Diddy do, man. He used to be in the city, in the studio with him. He worked 80 to 100 hours a week. All right. He worked 80 to 100 hours a week. He was paid 125K over a span of 3 to 4 months. Um, he made sure the chefs, cooked his food, make sure his toiletries. He made sure he had all his bags and surrounded by any drugs he could get his hands on. Let me go this way. I never went this way before. Oh yes, I have. People out here got mental illness, man. I'm telling you, they blow for no reason. Like they blow. Like if you don't slam on the gas, they blow. But what I do is I just ignore them. But I just want to tell y'all they crazy out here. His boss was Sean Combs, but he worked for KK. And I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. When KK testifies, it's gonna be a problem because I think they're gonna bring it home with KK, Christina Coram, because her name keeps coming up. And when he set up the hotel rooms, of course, it was through Frank Black. And they said, well, where did he get the name Frank Black from? The prosecutor said, he said, well, that was a play off of Diddy, because Diddy went by Frank White. So he went by Frank Black. So we all knew that. We knew that. That's nothing. We can figure that out. Okay, went by he went by Frank Black because of Diddy Frank White. So we know that. But they're trying to set up the enterprise. That's what they're trying to set up. They're trying to establish the enterprise. Like I said before, they need 2 presidents to get him on the racketeering. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to establish, okay, this is a criminal organization. That's what they're trying to establish. And people keep saying, I don't know if they got him. I don't know if they got him. I say, guys, listen, you got to pay attention to what the prosecutors are trying to do to him. And I heard today that he hired a special attorney to fight to keep his assets because if he get convicted, they seize all his assets. So he's trying to work hard to protect that. So he must, just to prepare for the worst thing possible. Uh, so that's what he's trying to prepare for, the very worst thing possible that could happen. And I know he's spent a considerable amount of money with the media. Um, he's been spending a considerable amount of money to say, hey, people, look, I'm really okay here. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a case against me like people are. There's a concerted effort for people to say that. Hey, man, there's no case against me. No, they do have a case against them. I'm just going to tell you that they do have a case against them. Okay? They do. I'm here to tell you all that because I'm listening. They do have a case against them. And it's very dangerous, but he's trying to control the narrative in the media, which I understand. Whether it's vloggers, it's mainly with vloggers. Because I'm like, y'all can't be listening to the same thing I'm listening to. You guys can't be. And there's misinformation being spewed out there, so I already know what's going on. I already knew that was going to happen. You know, with the misinformation and stuff like that, man. As you can see right here, man, I'm really in the city, man. I'm really out here. I'm really in the city. So I'm on the ground, you know, getting the information. But at the end of the day, if nobody sees my videos, you guys gonna be swayed by some misinformation. I'm telling you guys that now. I already know, but I'm telling you guys right now, do not be surprised at the verdict. I'm just telling you guys that now. Don't be like, oh my God. There ain't no oh my God, yo. They only have to prove one more predicate act. That's how I see it with the Kid Cudi situation. Kid Cudi, I'm not sure when he's going to testify. I know some people lied and say he was testifying today. He wasn't. And I didn't hear them say, I didn't hear them call his name yesterday on the roster. I didn't hear him call his name, so I got to go by. Well, I don't want to hit the NYPD, dog. I definitely don't want to hit them. Hold on a second. Damn, he about to hit me. I don't want to hit them, but damn sure he got like a little smart car. Now it's always traffic at this damn tunnel. And I'm trying to beat everybody to the punch here to get to this tunnel. That is my main objective. There we go. But yeah, so I'm good now. It still say still say I'm gonna take 50 minutes though. New York sucks, yo. When it comes to dry, it sucks, man. It really does. But I'm just telling you guys right now, there's misinformation being put out there, and I'm telling you what I'm hearing in the trial. I'm telling you what I'm hearing. But his assistant is gonna be continuing into the morning. I promise you, tomorrow I'm gonna get there mad early. I'm gonna beat traffic tomorrow, even if I gotta leave out at 5 something. That way I could just chill in the city and get some bagels or something from somewhere. But I'm getting there early, and I didn't miss too much today, to be honest with you. I didn't. But tomorrow, that's my plan, just to get out here early, man. But yeah, like I said, the executive assistant, George Kaplan, testified. Please give me a like; that'll be greatly appreciated in advance. Um, like I said, he was just pretty much saying that he reported to Christina Coram. That's who he reported to. So they're trying to establish it in Christina Coram. I'm pretty sure she's going to testify. You don't even have to tell me that. Because I don't think, because she should be sitting there with Puff at the table. Being that she's not sitting there with Puff at the table, that means she don't got some type of immunity deal, and she's going to testify. Make no mistakes about it. Make no mistakes about it. She's going to testify, and she also know where the skeletons are buried. Okay? So the assistant, he didn't say that Cassie was in a room with Puff. He said he set up the rooms. He put all the toiletries, his toiletry bag in the room, the drugs in the room, the baby oil. He said he put the Astroglide in the room. He made sure that baby on the Astroglide was in there. He said sometime Puff will be up there between 12 hours to 3 or 4 days in the hotel room. And he said he'll be called to get whatever he needs, you know what I'm saying? So, and the testimony really kind of stopped there, you know what I'm saying? But he said Puff threatened his job every week. Puff used to threaten him. He said one time he told a story where Puff wanted him to go to Whole Foods to get him some water. He wanted a gallon water, but he said they didn't have that available, so he got two of the same brand to make up for the gallon. And he said Puff got in his face and yelled at him. He said he only want to be surrounded by the best. And you sitting up here, he said, I told you to get me a gallon water, but you sat up here, you know what I'm saying, and got me two of the same thing to equal up to a gallon. He said, I told you to give me a gallon. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna sit up here and be stuck on everything and not get me what I want to get. You know what I'm saying? So, but let me tell you something. Puff seemed like he the type to work for only a little bit. Like work for him for about 3 months, get your 125,000 or whatever like that, and then keep it moving. Because you're gonna work 20 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? The man said he worked from 80 to 100 hours a week. Okay. Um. Yeah. He said he got his bachelor's from the College of Charleston. He worked at Nickelodeon, and then from there he worked for Combs Enterprises. That was from December 2013 to 2015 at 1710 Broadway. And then from there, from September 2014 to 15, he was he worked up there with Puff, you know what I'm saying, executive assistant. And yeah, and like I said, he said Puff threatened his job monthly. He said monthly. He said Puff was sitting up there, you know, really he didn't say it. He said Puff sitting up there power tripping. Yeah, he said for the first week of his job, he had to go to Whole Foods to get some water, a gallon water of a special brand. But he didn't get that because they were out. And he had to get back in time. Puff put him on the time limit. So he got two of the same things to make up for the gallon. Puff got up in his face and said, I want nothing but the best. And you sitting up here, I should fire you sitting up here and get me what I want you to get me. This is the reason why he's where he is now, folks. He didn't respect people. I told you this before even the trial started. He didn't respect people. That's why he's where he is now. That's why he's the only co-defendant sitting at that table. Because nobody, when you mean tell me he didn't have nobody to take the gun charge for him? Not one? Like, look, man, you ain't got no record. Take the look, I'll give you $300,000. You know what I'm saying? Put that away in your account. You know what I'm saying? So it could draw interest. By the time you get out of jail, you got some money. You know, since you ain't got no record, take this gun charge. You know what I'm saying? Because they only gonna give you, but what, 5 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be out in no time, and you got $300,000-$400,000 courtesy of me to take this gun charge. He ain't have nobody to take that gun charge, not one. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, "Look, Max, you know what I'm saying, courtesy, you know what I'm saying, I put 500,000 in your account, whoop de whoop, you know, an interest bearing account, you know what I'm saying, to make some money. All right, Puff, I take, you know what I'm saying, that's mine. Now I'm looking at what happened here? Did somebody just try to call me on and hold on one second. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, somebody tried to call me. So they only call me when I'm live. I don't know why they do that because it messed up my whole get up. But so you mean to tell me he ain't have not one person take that gun charge for some money? Like he don't pay everybody he don't pay everybody everything else. How come he couldn't get somebody, a bodyguard or somebody to take that gun charge, yo? Like, look, take the gun charge. They found the shit in my house. Say it's yours. I got six, 700,000 or whatever, a million. Just give me a million. Put in my account, you know what I'm saying, a million, and just say it was you paying me for my services rendered. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, whatever. Just pay me. You know what I'm saying? Pay a brother, man. So I could go ahead and take that charge for you. So at least he ain't got to be charged with the guns. He ain't have nobody to take them charges for him. That's telling me that he had a bunch of yes people around him that was scared of him and that he was bullying. That's what that's telling me. You didn't even you can't even get one of your kids to take the charge. One of your boys, because they not where you can't get one of your boys to take the charge, man. Because they ain't got no record. Somebody got to take that charge. You ain't have nobody to take the charge. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand that. But nobody gonna take that charge if they don't have respect for you, and you ain't been doing them right. Ain't nobody taking that charge for you, baby. Nobody. Now, see, this person is all the way in this account, all the way in this lane. I should let him go, but I ain't gonna let him go, man. Look, that tells me that he had a bunch of yes men in his circle. He ain't have. Look, he didn't have not one person. I don't think so. I don't. He didn't have not one confidant to tell him that he fucking up. Not one over the years. That's what he telling me. Not one. Not one person to say, bro, you gonna go to jail here. They trying to set you up, bro. They got a file on you. I'd have been him and I say, bro, you gotta move careful. They got a file on you. They got a file on you. A file. They have a file on him. In this Cassie case, I think this is just my opinion. Don't take it for fact. I think they had a file on him, and this Cassie thing just set it in motion. You see what I'm saying? It just set it in motion, man. They had a file on him, yo. You cannot tell me they didn't. And okay, we got Cassie, because everybody coming up, it's crazy, man. So he had a company full of yes men. He didn't have nobody to tell him he acting out of pocket. That's why where he is, because he wasn't allowed to be told anything. That's why he is, guys. We're gonna have to wait for the end of the trial, because we got to wait to see how the state could continue to develop this case to see if he's gonna go away. But they did establish one act already, I think. But they still got to develop it. But there's still a possibility that he can get off. It's still a possibility. A slim possibility, but it's still a possibility. For the guns, I don't know about the guns. I think they get them on that. But I'm talking about this more serious stuff. The racketeering and the sex trafficking and coercion by force and kidnapping. He got to beat those. And it's a possibility. We'll see. But it just depends on what the jury does. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what the jury. It depends on the jury. It's not like my opinion don't matter. Nobody opinion matters. Just the jury. I keep saying that. So he's still in the ball game. That's why I say he's still in the ball game. It's up to the jury. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this race. I'm just reporting it, and I'm really giving it to you how they really saying it in court. Y'all make sure y'all drop me a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work for my likes. I'm on the struggle hustle. I gotta work for my likes, yo. Y'all give me a like, man. I'm giving it to you how I'm giving it to you how it's being said in court. And just know that I know the legal jargon. I know what's going on. I'm giving it to you how it's in court. Oh, the doctor that testified today, his lawyer got into her, yo. His lawyer got into her. He was like, he said, do you know anything about this case? She said, no. He said, you don't know any details about this case? Y'all give me a like, because the lawyer got messy today, and I'm about to tell you. Puff lawyer got messy. And I'm about to tell you, man, give me a like, man. Give me some likes, man. I appreciate it. He said, you don't know anything about this case? Did you meet with Cassie? Did you meet with Puffy? She said, no, I don't know anything about it. And she said, I'm just here to get my general testimony on abuse, on how people act during abuse, right? He said, how much you getting paid an hour? She said, $600. And he said, don't you get paid less on state cases? She said, no, I get paid according to people with my expertise. And she's super board certified. There's only 40 doctors in her field in New York City, only 40. I mean, in New York, period, it's only 40. So she getting paid, yo. And she said, I get paid depending on, like, compared to my colleagues. So she getting $6,000 for her testimony. And she's done. She's off the stand, but she got $6,000 for that. Okay. She's super credentialed up. Okay. She's been doing it for like 30 years. So he was like, you don't know anything about this case. Let me tell you why he said that. She was like, she talked about passive and aggressive defense with battered people. She said when you do passive defense, you usually get down on the floor in a fetal position when your abuser is attacking. That's passive defense. And aggressive defense is when you attack them back. That's what Cassie did. She got on the ground. That's passive defense. So they was like, you don't know nothing about this case, because her testimony seemed like she was talking about Cassie, but she wasn't. She said, I'm just giving you a general overview so the jury can understand this why battered people don't leave. He said, ma'am, you don't know nothing about this case. Did you meet with the prosecutors? She said, yes. And did y'all go over this case? She said, we went over general stuff on my expertise on how they could better question me. He said, ma'am, did you work for anybody from the defense in your career? She said, yes. He said, so somebody at this defense table you have worked with before, correct? She said, yes. So she worked with Brian Steele before on a case. And he said, after Brian Steele questioned you, he didn't hire you, did he? And she said, that's correct. So he just being messy. But I don't care about all that. I care about her testimony because it educated me on why battered people don't leave right away. Because you know what y'all said, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave, yo? Why didn't she leave? What, man, if he hit me like that, I would have left. But there was more to it on why battered people don't leave. There's some people that husbands are not rich and they stay in an abusive relationship for years. And so she went over that on why they don't leave. And then she has a course on she educates people on how to testify, right? So he got wind of that. So he said, you be educating people on how to testify, correct? He said, yeah. He said, you didn't educate the prosecutors. So he was trying to get her out there on that, but it didn't really, for me, that's okay for theatrics and making people laugh because people laughed and stuff. I don't care about all that. I care about why people don't leave when they're battered. That's what I care about. And she had the credentials for me, so I took what she said in consideration as general knowledge so I can understand, like, damn, Cassie didn't leave for 11 years. And then she said it's hard to put a plan together to leave when somebody is beating you. She said it messes up your thinking and your cognitive ability to put a plan together to leave. And look, let me give you some behind the scenes. That Fresh and Fit guy, right? That Fresh and Fit guy, he got into it with somebody in the elevator, and you only getting it from me, yo. You could go ask him. Go ask him. Go ask him, did he get into it with a lady in the elevator? Go ask him. He was in the elevator, he was like, damn, all they got on Puff is that he's a bully. And this lady said, not just a bully, he beat up Cassie. Not just a bully. He's here for beating up Cassie too. And he said, oh, you one of those, you know what he said? You're one of those feminists. You must be a feminist. That's what he said. So she looked at him like he was crazy. So yeah, he had a little exchange with somebody in the elevator, just to let y'all know that. So y'all know that. Y'all could go ask him if you don't believe me. I was just on the elevator with him, but I didn't stay out there. But they waiting for the family to come out and all that. I'm trying to be fucking rush hour traffic. As you see, I'm all the way. I'm in the tunnel already. You feel me? I'm in the tunnel already. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Because rush hour, these people are crazy. These people back there, they're crazy. So if I can get to New Jersey and get in my house, just eat live and give it to you how I'm giving it to you, that's what I'm doing. Occasionally, I will stay out there if something popping off. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay out there, but ain't nothing popping off. They just waiting for the damn family to come out. I'm not beat for that, yo. But he did get into it with somebody in the elevator. I'm like, yo, he don't give a fuck that Puff beat Cassie up. Some men out here don't like women. I'm just telling y'all that. There's some men, and he got like African in him. He looked like if I'm not mistaken, he's part Ethiopian. He got Ethiopian in him, and he probably was one of those type that was he didn't get girls in high school. He probably didn't, and he feel a certain way about women. Ask him if I talked to him. Ask him if I said what up to him in the elevator. Nah, yo, I'm not in people's face like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not, yo. I'm not there to be getting the celebrity drops and all that. If you're looking for that, go somewhere else because I'm not doing that. I'm not into celebrities like that. I'm just not. They regular people, man. They just getting a lot of views because I wouldn't want somebody to just be kissing my ass because I'm getting a lot of views. You can say what up to me and that's it. And I keep it moving. I'm from a different school. I grew up in the tri-state area. I started going to New York when I first got my license driving in New York. Celebrities been all over the place. I'm not worried about them. The only celebrity that I ever choked over was Halle Berry. I seen her in person out here. She walked right by me. I said hello. She said hello. She kind of paused. I didn't say nothing. I just fucking froze. That's the only one. And what's her name? Nia Long. That's the only two. That's the only two I'll give it to. Nia Long and Halle Berry. Other than that, I'm not trying to be in no dude's face. I don't care if he's a celebrity. I'm not trying to be in nobody's face, man. But I saw him in the elevator. I was looking right at him. And he was like, oh, she's a feminist. No, he really was beating her ass, bro, dog. See, people are minimizing the fact that he beat her ass. But I'm going to tell you something, though. Y'all need to be reading how they can convict people on a RICO. Y'all need to be reading up on that and pay attention to what these prosecutors are trying to do. Because Puff just hired a lawyer to try to keep his assets, so he know it's serious. I'm just like he knows, but he trying to. They got a shot to get him home. They got a shot. I ain't gonna lie, they do have a shot. But when Christina Coram get on that stand, it might be a wrap because she was his go get it person. And she is not going to jail for him. She not. I don't feel sorry, you know what I'm saying, not at least bit, because they look down on us. I see how his sons look at me on the when I walk past, they look down on us. I'm just telling y'all that. They do. But maybe they probably was looking at us like that because they think we the paparazzi and all that. I'm not no paparazzi. I'm not trying to get up in their face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm not trying to get in their face, but maybe they were looking like that. You know, like with their nose primed up looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So they look down at people like us. You know, we're peasants to them. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm going to tell you why. The ones that you think, the very ones that you think are peasants, they're deciding your fate right now, not me. The most important people in that courtroom is the jury. That's why when the jury come in, the judge say, all rise. They're the most important right now. And they don't have $1 billion. And you need them right now. You need them. You getting, I'm not saying he gets some humble pie. I don't know what you call this. So that's what I'm telling you. It ain't right to be beating somebody's ass for over a decade. It ain't right. So I don't care what nobody say. It ain't right because if it was your daughter, you'll be mad. You'll be mad if it was your daughter. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I want to see if they got them with the evidence, though. Okay? Now, that's just a side note. But let's see if they got them with the evidence. If they got them with the evidence, then what can I say, man? But yeah, like I said, it's crazy, man. They not playing with him, folks. They are not playing with that man. They trying to get him, yo. They trying to get him on a RICO. And I know you guys say he's the only person. Why is he the only defendant in the conspiracy case? Because everybody don't turn government witness on him. That's why. That's your answer. They don't turn government witness. But why everybody would turn government? Because they didn't respect him. They were fearful of him. It says in the Bible, don't worship no other God but myself. You shouldn't put people on a fucking pedestal like that. And you will get humble every single time. If you put somebody above you, I don't give a fuck if it's a boss. If you put your boss above you and all that, he could do whatever the hell he want to do with you. You're not supposed to be in that position. Because people with money, they think they're above. They think you beneath them. As last time I checked, they don't have a pill that will make you immortal. Nobody has that. There ain't no brink trucks at no funeral. Last time I checked. So we all the same, goddammit. We all the same. Well, I don't care if they think so or not. I don't care. So that's why I treat people with respect. I treat people with respect. You know, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I treat it. If you're an asshole, then I walk the other way. I'm not working for somebody. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, let me think about this. So, Puff, he paid this guy $125,000 for 3 months. Let me think about that. I think I can work for Puff for at least a hot. Damn, I would have to bite my tongue for about 2 months. If I could do 200,000 in 3 months, I could bite my tongue for a little bit, and then be out like that. But 20 gotta be young though to work that kind of job. 20 hours a day, and setting up baby oil and shit, and prophylactics. You working for that's like some weirdo behavior. But to each his own. Though. Actually, let me stop. I don't want to judge nobody. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I'm out of pocket for that. So to each his own. If you want to have all that, then that's on you. But I'm just I'm just sitting here telling you why he's in this position. Because he had nobody to tell him that he's doing wrong, even though he know right from wrong. But he really thought he was the king of his world. He really did. And he could treat people however you want to treat them until he pissed somebody up top off. That's what happened. That's what I think. He pissed somebody up top off. And he got to go. He got to go. He just got to go. That's what they say. He's got to go, man. So, see, what he got himself into is beyond our pay grade. It's beyond our call of duty, whatever he got himself involved in. So I just want to say that. It's beyond whatever it's beyond us. He got some high level stuff he don't piss somebody high level off that we not privy to. So that's just what I want to say right there. He pissed somebody off, bro. Now I'm getting ready to go through a dead zone. It's coming up in about zero point 0.4 miles, so I'm gonna have to reboot because it's definitely coming. It's like a truck yard over here, but definitely a dead zone. But guys, I'm telling you, man, he definitely pissed somebody off up top, and I knew it was coming. It's a dead zone coming. He definitely pissed somebody off up top for sure, and it's beyond it's beyond our call of duty. You know what I'm saying? He got some high level beef going on. That's what I think. So he's gonna have to figure this one out or try to get out. But the guy said it, man. He said, yeah, I used to bring his drugs, and I worked directly with Christina Coram. Um, but that's not really gonna put him away, just because he testifying that he brought him drugs. That's not it. It has to be something else. It has to be something else criminal, because him bringing his drugs, that's not that bad. Setting up the hotel room for freak offs is not, you know what I'm saying? That's not too bad. And if he didn't observe anything criminal, then his testimony is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So I will give Puff that. But we don't know what he gonna say tomorrow though. We gonna see. But he gonna continue his testimony tomorrow. But yeah, man, he said Puff got mad at him. You know what I'm saying, for getting him the wrong water, man. For getting him the wrong water, B. He got him the wrong water. Damn, that must be hell to work with. Damn, I got him the wrong water. I got you two. You say you want a gallon, so I got two of them. But he yelled that you got him the wrong water. That he just power tripping. That's why where he is now, because he ain't respect nobody. And now somebody want his ass to go away. I'm telling y'all, that's what it is. They want his ass to go away. They created a fucking monster, and they want to get rid of him now. That's what happened. That's what I think. And I'm gonna tell you something. He's trying to keep his assets, because if he lose, they're gonna take everything. You hear me? They're trying to take everything from him. I told y'all that they're trying to confiscate everything. So it's a win or lose here. He got a lot on his plate. Okay, he has a lot on his plate. He has a lot on his plate, folks. So I'm just telling you, he got a lot on his plate. But please give me a like. I'm giving you the behind the scenes. Please give me a like if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. We bringing it to you every day. Um, Whatever happens in court, we bringing it to you. And they're gonna finish every day at 3 p.m. I think. And the reason why they said that is because they got to get Puff back to the MDC at a better time, because the MDC was complaining that he was getting back so late. So that's the story behind that. So I'm giving that to you. So now you know that. Why we ended so early. They got to get him back to the MDC in Brooklyn on time, at a better time. So there you have it. And like I said, I skated out of New York and I beat that rush hour traffic. I'm already home already. Yep, I beat that rush hour traffic, man. I beat New York today. But tomorrow, I got to get out of here mad early to beat them. You see what I'm saying? That's the sweet spot. You got to get in your car and out by 3 o'clock and get out of here. That's what I did. So you got to get in the car by by 3 o'clock, by 3:15, I got to be in that car. I was hauling ass to my car. So that's what I did. I'm back now. The traffic, they got a little bit of traffic right now, but I'm all good now. But I'm not playing no games. So at lunchtime, I will come out here and give it to you like I did today. I'll give you the latest, stuff like that that's going on. You're going to get that, okay, at lunchtime. And then I bring little snacks in my bag and stuff, so I don't have to worry about eating lunch in the break room. Off, I'll have to stay later afterwards or something break off. But today was pretty laid back. Like I said, the assistant, he will continue his testimony in the morning. Um, so yeah, so there you have it there. Very interesting case, man. Really is. I'm really glad I did get a chance to come here to witness it myself firsthand because it's not on TV. You guys got to rely on, Lord have mercy, y'all got to rely on vloggers that's lying. Lord have mercy. But what I do recommend you to do, follow Inner City Press on Twitter, man. Because at least he giving you the minutes as it happened in court. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Y'all hit me a like. I got an exclusive for you. A producer got kicked out of court, yo. Y'all give me some likes, man. Give me some likes, man. I'm giving y'all an exclusive. Give me some likes, please. Because I'm on the struggle hustle, man. I'm giving y'all. Why don't he go over if he going? He got the signal on. I'm giving y'all an exclusive. A producer got kicked out of court today. He was in Puff's room and he didn't know the rules. Okay? Y'all gonna know who I'm talking about in a second. Let me go to my notes. Okay, cool. I don't even know who this person is, but they said, yo, that's such and such. He got kicked out of court. He got in Puff's courtroom, but when Puff was coming back in off the break, he came in and he went beyond where he's supposed to go and he went in Puff's section. I think Puff saw him. So y'all give me a like because I don't know, man. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me see what you I'll be right back. Let me see something. Let me see if y'all giving me some love, yo. Hold on. Let me check my channel, yo. Hold on, let me check. Let me see where I'm at, yo. Hold on. Okay. That's not bad. 93 likes. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so what's his name? His name is 88. What's his name? Anybody know 88 Keys? Anybody know who that is? His name is 88 Keys. He got kicked out of Puff's court, yo. So y'all getting it right here. His name is 88 Keys. Who the hell is 80? I don't know who 88 Keys is. Do y'all know? I don't know. Maybe y'all know if that's some value to you. 88 Keys got kicked out of court. Anybody press one if you know 88 Keys, man. He sound familiar, but if y'all know who 88 Keys is, he had to leave the courtroom. They kicked him out. Let me see if y'all know, cause okay, y'all know who 88 Keys is? Yeah, he said he was coming in to so Puff so Puff could see him so he could show some love to Puff. You said he's a huge producer. Look him up. Okay, I've heard of him. 88 Keys. I think he produced for like singers and shit. Like, yeah, I heard of him. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 88 Keys. He not affiliated with Dark Child, is he? Rodney Jerkins, is he? But anyway, I don't know. He sound familiar. You said I like how you like how I what? He's a rapper from New York, but he was in there to try to support Puff, but he went too far. And I think that's the guard's fault. They should have told him where to sit. You know what I'm saying? But he went up there over there where Puff and them was at, really. I think Puff saw him, they said. So at least Puff know he was there, but he got kicked out. I think he had to go to the overflow room. If he was in the overflow room, he wasn't in my room. Or maybe he was. I just gotta look him up to see his face. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, man, I'm past all that. Like I like old school hip hop and shit like that, man. I'm not really into the celebrity stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm not really into the celebrity stuff, but yeah. Shout out to 88 Keys, man. He came to show some love to Puff. Um, so there you go right there. So y'all got that. If I find any more stuff for y'all, I'll let you know. Like as I get it, because I write different like side notes for y'all, so y'all could act like y'all was there. Um, so far it was pretty laid back, and then this is what I heard. I'll give y'all this. This is what I heard. I heard Puff is Puff. I mean Puff. There's not a lot of support out there for him. Guys, there's no support. I'm talking about like people outside. Yo, free Puff, free Puff. Ain't none of that. It's none of that. Remember when I telling you guys, I said you guys say Max, you ain't gonna get in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be so many people. Guys, people gotta work. Ain't the regular New Yorkers not there? The regular New Yorkers are not there. I'm telling you this right now. They're not there. Okay? They could care less. They gotta go work. And there's only people out there. There's people that's trying to get content, and then you got the line holders. You got line holders. You got the content creators and line holders, man. And then maybe some support people that used to work for Puff. You got some people like that out there, and you do got some like trouble out there. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, try. Uh, you got some but today was really, you don't really have that out there. It was pretty much laid back, and I showed you guys earlier. Um, You got some people lined up out there right now because Justin and them is there. It's his sons. I think they're back. So they got people waiting for them. I know where their Sprinter van is parked. Just to let y'all know that. I know where they parked the Sprinter van at. But see, it was a guy standing out there when I was walking past. He kind of eyeing me up and down. I guess thinking I'm gonna get a picture of the Sprinter van. Guys, I'm not studying y'all Sprinter van. Okay, I'm not trying to get no pictures of the Sprinter van. I ain't studying the Sprinter van. I'm not trying to look inside the Sprinter van, and that's it. I'm trying to get to my car. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to tell a guy. I'm trying to get to my car, fam. I am not studying y'all Sprinter van. So I just want to say that. I'm one of those vloggers that don't give a damn about celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to report on the case. Is he going to be found innocent? Is he going to be found not guilty or guilty? That's what I'm worried about. That's it. Thank you, Apex, for the blessing. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm trying to find out if he's going to be found guilty or not. And I'm looking at this as I'm a juror. Thank you, Apex, again for the blessing. Hey, Fiona, thank you for the nice message you sent me earlier. So I'm out here to try to find out if is he guilty or not. That's just it, point blank, period. Um, what else? Yeah, like I said, man. For the most part, there's just it's vlog. It's like a vlog conclave out there, man. A conclave of vloggers and YouTubers, TikTokers, and shout out to Miss Knockout, man. She going viral on TikTok. She said all you need is 500 subscribers to go live. So she says so I don't know. You need 500 subscribers to go live on TikTok. It seems like you get the views over in TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is kind of better than YouTube, really, because they don't hold back your motion like that. YouTube, man, you gotta damn near get lucky on YouTube. TikTok is not like that. I put a few videos over there, and I'm getting a little bit of motion over there real quick. They don't suppress your views over there. It seems like, and that's because America don't own that shit. That's why. That's why they try to get rid of TikTok. See, they can control the views over here. Like they can put some money in. It's like, yeah, don't let that dude get no motion and shit. Suppress his views and let this person. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's politics over here. TikTok is not. That's why I think you know what? I might be rocking with TikTok a little bit more. As far as my daily vlogs, I'm going over to TikTok. I'm just going to go live over here and do my daily vlogs on TikTok, man. Find me over there. I'm at the Max Vault over there. You can find me over there. Either that or Max. I got to find out. I think my name is the same. Either that or I'm going to have to change it. I think it's the Max Vault. But that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm just going to do I'm gonna do my daily vlogs over there, man. They showing me love over there. They don't suppress me over there. So, but shout out to her, man. She doing her thing over there, man, on what do you call it? TikTok. She doing her thing over there. I appreciate you guys. Hold on, let me stop now. Hold up. Let me, because I'm getting out of pocket. I appreciate you guys over here now. I'm still going live every day over here. I'm just letting y'all know that. Even even if I pop off on TikTok, I'm still going live over here. I'm just letting y'all know that. I appreciate the love I'm getting over here now. So I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the blessings. The love, the love is blessings. So I appreciate the blessings. Trust me. I appreciate all the love that I'm getting. So I'm about to get off here on Clinton Street and East already home, and it's just 4:30. It ain't even 4:30 yet. I beat them today. I sure did. And shout out to Jersey, man. I like what y'all did with the roads. At least I like what y'all ain't got that much potholes. So shout out to Jersey for fixing their roads, man. And even 1 and 9, the roads are pretty good. And shout out to y'all, man, because like 3-4 years ago, I was cussing y'all out with them potholes. And also New York, the potholes, they don't dwindle down on the potholes in New York too. Ain't too many potholes. So Richmond, Virginia, y'all got to get y'all mind right. Because y'all got potholes left and right. In New Jersey, you know, I guess it's because it's a lot of, I don't know. But y'all got y'all mind right with these roads over here. I'm just letting y'all know that. But as far as the drivers are concerned, y'all crazy. Just to let y'all know. Y'all crazy. I know y'all like, you ain't doing Lyft out here, man. Hell nah. I'm not doing Lyft out here. These people crazy. You know what I'm saying? They crazy out here, man. That's a whole fact. They crazy. They crazy out here, man. It's a little bit of something out here, but nah, man, I'm good, yo. Unless I go to South Jersey and work in South Jersey. But out here, no. Nope. But yes, I do enjoy doing this coverage, guys. You know, I'm having fun. This ain't even work to me. I'm having fun with this. I love the legal process. I'm not even bored up in there. You know what I'm saying? I did not fall asleep today because I didn't. I didn't fall asleep yesterday either. They thought I did because everybody was looking at me because somebody was snoring. But they looked right at me first. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm right here taking notes. But the dude kind of sitting there, he was snoring, yo. I mean, loud. He was snoring loud. His hat fell off and everything, yo. That's hard body. You know, if you snoring in court, that's hard body. That's hard body right there. You snoring in court. That's hard body and out of pocket. I mean, snoring loud, bro. Snoring loud for everybody to hear it. Ugh. People started laughing. It's crazy. But I get it, man. Everybody out here trying to get it done. But he do got the press out here doing their job as well, trying to put, you know, some good favor for him in the media. I get it. Um, but I will say this, you know, innocent until proven guilty. And, you know, innocent until proven guilty. And, you know, we'll see. I'm the first person to say that. Innocent until proven guilty, man. And we'll see. We will see. Um, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. But shout out to the vloggers. I want to say shout out to Tisa Tell. Shout out to Neek at Night. These girls is hustling, man. They are. They hustling, man. They thinking about content. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the environment so much. Everybody thinking about content. And when we're talking to each other, it's about content. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What's the key takeaways from this? What's the key takeaways from that? You know what I mean? People thinking. So this is like I'm at a kid in a candy store. Actually, I got to go by Walgreens. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. So that is what's up right there. Kid in a candy store. Um, and I don't know what's going on up here where you can't, like, when you go shopping, you got to pay for bags and all that. This shit is crazy. It's getting out of pocket out here, man. They doing that too where I'm at too in certain areas. You got to pay for your shopping bags. But times change, you got to roll with the changes, man. So you got to roll with the changes. So that's it. You got to roll with the changes as they may. But yeah, man, I really appreciate doing this right here, trying to give it to y'all how I'm gonna give it to you. Let's see. His lawyer, I thought, his lawyer questioning the doctor, just letting it be known that she didn't evaluate any of the subjects. She didn't evaluate any of the parties in this case. She just given a overview of domestic violence and why people don't leave, but she didn't evaluate Cassie or anybody like that. So she's not coming from that perspective. She's just coming from a general educational perspective on why people don't leave. So I knew that. I didn't need the lawyers to tell me that, but I'm more so into her knowledge that why people don't leave. That's what I wanted to know. So that's what I got out of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so yes, sir. That's what I got out of it. So today wasn't bad. It really wasn't. It was really pretty much laid back today. I must say it was really laid back, and wasn't too much like, everybody was waiting. I think everybody was waiting for Kid Cudi today, but we'll see what happens tomorrow because the doctors, I mean, the assistant is starting to heat up though. Just to let you guys know, because they getting ready to get into something now with the assistant, but everything that I told you today about the assistant is only like because it was like almost 3 o'clock that they were ready to finish for today anyway. But it looked like they getting ready to get into some other stuff that he did. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe he received a proper agreement too. But we'll see. This person not even looking, and he almost ran into my car. Like he crossing the street, not even looking. Lord, I'm glad I don't smoke that stuff, man. I know they made it legal, but I'm glad I don't smoke it. That's for sure. Glad I don't smoke that stuff, man. But yeah, man, it's really a situation, man, to witness. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get into something tomorrow. Yeah, they're gonna get into why, you know, different things, with the assistant. It's probably gonna be along the lines of the other assistant. He did some things that he wasn't supposed to do for Puff, stuff like that. It's gonna be along those lines. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, I had to do this for Puff, and I had to do this and that, and then finally I quit. Stuff like that. But they gonna get into something. If I'm thinking it's gonna be leading up to Christina Coral. She's gonna be the second star witness in this case. That's my opinion. If that was his, he credited her for being his right hand. You know. Yeah, he credited her for being his, right hand person, man. His go get it person. So that's why, we were just speculating in the courtroom, like she got to testify because her name keeps getting brought up. Christina Coram. I work for Christina Coram. Christina Coram, KK. She's known as KK, and we gonna see, man. Some people were speculating that Gene is testifying, but he said he wasn't. I did not see Gene there today. Maybe he was in another overflow room. I was on the they had me on the 24th floor today. And Puff is on the 26th floor. They had me on the 20. I was in room 24B. So he's in 26B or 26A, whatever. So yeah, just to say that they didn't have me. So yeah, I ain't even trying to get in that courtroom because I don't know. I don't know how I have to get in there. Either get here mad early, but people be ditching. So tomorrow I am gonna get there mad early, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna get in that courtroom. If I do get in, then yeah, I'll give you all that. I'll give you all that perspective. But I'm in the overflow room where I see everything on TV, on the monitor. So we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But I'll just, roll with the punches that way. Um, Let me see. Do y'all have any questions? You said, "Are you those people I was talking to?" Remember, I am from Canada. Gene, Gene was live streaming where in the courtroom, near the courthouse. You, you said, "Did Diddy cry today?" No, I didn't see. I didn't hear nobody saying he cried. I wasn't in his courtroom, so I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I mean, he wouldn't have had nothing to cry about though in the testimony. I don't see what he would have to be crying about, to be honest with you. Justine, you were there. Justine, were you at the courthouse? Right, Michelle. Max, what about a Chinatown tour? You 5 minutes away from court. Oh, I park in Chinatown. You want me to do that? You want me to like record me walking through Chinatown? I could do that. It ain't really much to see though. Oh, he live streamed from his residence, so he was. I know I didn't see him today. You said Chinatown. You said you're 5 minutes away. Actually, it's not even 5 minutes away. It's like I can run to Chinatown from the court. I could literally run there. So it's right there. Because I park in Chinatown. One of these days I'm gonna park right there by the court though. You know what I'm saying? Just that's a flex for me. Park right by the court. Diddy may be crying because he may be about to lose his assets. I didn't hear about him crying, but I'm gonna have to look at the reports from Law and Crime Network. Law and Crime Network is a good source as well because Elizabeth Milner is in the courtroom with Puff. So check out Elizabeth Milner as well. And she doesn't like sensationalize anything. She just tell you what she's seeing. She's a very good source. So check out her. You said the American Indian Museum Wall Street area. Well, you want me to check out that area too? You're gonna have to remind me. Because one of these days, like maybe this Friday coming up, I will take an extended, like be as long as it's not raining. It's raining today. I couldn't hang out there. I wonder if it's striking and that Diddy is in deep. It might not make it out free. It has to be in the back of his mind, but he got to remain positive though. It's hard to beat the feds. I see why now. It's not impossible, but it's hard. It's not impossible. We do have a mountain to climb, but it's not impossible right now. That's what an analyst said. He said just you got to wait to the end. Because remember, his lawyers are working his lawyers are working, guys. His lawyers is doing a great job. Okay, I'm not saying nothing bad about his lawyers. They're all doing a great job. So he's still in the ball game for that reason right there. But it could be sinking in, Michelle. It could be. But he do have some supporters in the courtroom, I must say. His family is there. And he do have supporters. There's the guy with the free puff t-shirt be there every day. He got some support. And some people is there that have his that supporting him. A lot of people, this is a lot of people are saying, this is really a domestic situation. They're not denying the fact that what he did to Cassie. They're not minimizing that. But they said this should have been a state case and he should have been put away for domestic violence. That's what people are saying, not Rico. So that's what people are saying. That's what some people are saying that's supporting them. Um, you said Max KK is going to be a lethal blow against Diddy. No, she's going to save herself. Just imagine she was real close to him too. And for her to have to testify, that's crazy. I don't know when she gonna be testifying, but when I get the word when, I'm definitely gonna be there for that. I'm definitely gonna be. I mean, so I'm talking about extra motivated and up to take all my notes. And I gotta go in here and get a pen, dude. I ran out of ink, y'all. I sat up there and ran out of ink. I've been writing so much, I ran out of ink, and I couldn't find my backup pen. Yep. But I made it do though. I kept scratching it, trying to get some ink. I was trying to get some ink, man. Brother ran out of ink. You said Diddy is worth 400 million now. You said, but on 50 million in liquid assets. I heard he had to liquidate, of course, to pay for his lawyers. He had to liquidate, but that's normal because of the situation. He's not sparing any expense for this defense, I must say, and the defense is doing a good job for him. He was worth 1 billion in 2022. I don't know how much he's worth now. I don't know. You said, where are the people of his um, providing support? Hip hop artists, actors. Well, I told you that the 88 Keys tried to support him. All right. Yeah, I said 88 Keys tried to support him, but I don't know. I don't know what's up with the other support. But anyway, let me I gotta roll up in his store. Actually, had to fix my settings. I'm actually going up. I got change of plans. I'm going a different direction. Give me a second. Yeah, different direction here. Change of plans. Go this way. Oh, man. Yeah, so he can't say that his lawyers are not advocating for him. They're doing the best that they can. They're dealing with the hand that they're dealt. They're working the best they can do with the cards that they're dealt, and I can say that. Reason why I say that is because every case is problematic, and they're working to navigate that. And they're picking holes in the case, trying to. What they're trying to do is they're trying to discredit the witnesses. They're creating doubt, stuff like that. So that's their job. So that's what they're doing. So that's what they're doing right there. And that's the only thing you can really ask for, from your lawyers, to do the best that they can, considering the circumstances. So I must say that, um, considering these circumstances, because hold on. Yeah, so that's really what you can hope for with a. Have a good one. Thank you too. You're welcome. That's what you can hope for the defense, and they putting in a lot of hours too. So you know, with the paralegals and everything else. Thanks. Okay. You know, with the paralegals and everything else going on, there's a lot of there's a lot of work that's going into this. You know, the research and strategy, and because they meet every day on the 23rd floor in this meeting room. They also meet there for lunch too. I see the lawyers going in there. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, they're meeting and strategizing and, you know, doing different things like that. So it takes a lot of resources and manpower. You got to look at the paralegals. So everything is they're doing everything they can possibly do to get this man home. And like I said, he has the best. He has some of the good minds on his team. Alexander Shapiro, like I said, Tenny Garagos. He got Mark Garagos consulting. He got Brian Steele. Um, Anna Esteveo. He got Xavier Donaldson. Nicole Westmoreland. She's doing a really good job. So, like I said, he has really good representation. He really does. So, and they're doing everything they possibly can. And if something happens, if he gets convicted, they're definitely going to try to get action in the appeals for sure on something, you know. So his fight is really he's still going on with this fight now. He's still going on with the fight. I say in this situation, it is literally a marathon. This is a marathon here. This is not a race. They're trying their best. It's a marathon. That's what I want to say there. It's definitely a marathon. But guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I'm gonna come back in about an hour to talk about some other things that's going on. But I will catch you guys in a second. You know, the next live is gonna be question and answers. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a second.